Today I want to introduce you to my GGC's treasure box, and I will explain all about the box, but first I just wanted to let you know what's going on with me, because I don't like talking about myself on my tutorials, simply because of the fact that when you look at a tutorial, you just want to watch the tutorial. You don't want to listen to me jibber jabber all the time. But I've had several people asking me if I'm okay, where I've been, why I haven't been posting, especially on my Gina's Gem Creations channel, because I've kind of abandoned that channel even more than the beginner's channel. So this is what's happening. In the month of April, my mother was diagnosed with leukemia, and at her age, it's not a good diagnosis. So with chemo treatments and with blood transfusion appointments and so on and so forth that goes along with this, I have had to quit my job. I've been in dentistry for over 30 years, and I am not of retirement age. So it was not something that was easily done, but I had to be there for my mother. So that takes a lot of my time. Plus, I decided to go ahead and get a website and try to make a little bit of money while I stayed home with her so I can make my car payment, and I have a son in college and so on and so forth. So I can do that without going completely bankrupt. So therefore, I went ahead and opened a website. Shirley from budgetbeads.shop also helped me get that started, and for the first few weeks she was sending out orders for me. But now I've totally taken over the website. I've also created a box. This is not a subscription box. This is a limited edition release, and after I sell all of these, during that process, I will be creating another box and I will release that box. So it's not a subscription. You do not have to have another monthly payment if you do not want to purchase the box. And sometimes you don't. I mean, sometimes there's stuff in there in a subscription box that you get and you don't like and you don't use. So with this one, I will be making a video of it. And there's a couple other YouTubers that probably will too. We'll get them started in on it too, so that you can get a few other aspects of how to do things with the same materials. But at this point, I'm going to go ahead and do an unboxing. And I've made 100 of these boxes. I will sell them till they're gone, and then I will release another box. The box is $25. And it has over 30 items in it. And I'm going to show you what's in that box. And I think not having a subscription is going to be helpful, because like I said, you may say this box is stupid, you don't want it. And then the next box you may say, oh, I like that one. Or it may make a tutorial that you really like and you'll want that box. So it gives you more freedom than an actual subscription, and it gives me more freedom because I don't have to worry about rushing through and getting another box out every month. I can do it bi-monthly or whatever it takes. So that way it'll give me time to do the things I need to do with my mother also. So that being said, let's go into this box. This is the GGC treasure box. This is Summer Sparkle. This one is chock full of crystal, and it has some pearl tones and a bunch of different shapes and some metal elements. So let's go ahead and look at it. Let's open it up. This is what it looks like on the inside. You'll have a little piece of paper here that will show you everything that's in the box. And as you can see, there's a lot in the box. And there's 34 items. And of course, most of them are multiple items in the box. I'm talking about the bags themselves. It gives you a little description of what this particular theme is about. And then as you open it, you will see that it's nicely wrapped, and it has all of these items in here. I'm going to go ahead and take them out of the box so you can see just how many bags are in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and organize them according to my list, and I will come back and show you each individual item. Okay, so I've got everything arranged and ready. Let me just tell you my philosophy for this box. My particular philosophy for this box is to have more strands of beads to work with. I want to be able to do weaving and teach techniques, simple techniques that you can do along with me. And I also want to be able to do some stringing and linking type videos and show you different techniques and give you just inspiration if you want to create on your own. So what I've done with this box is I've added a lot more actual strands of full strands of beads, and the loose beads that I've put in are very generous in portion too. So let's start with this pendant here. And this is a higher grade type crystal. With any type of crystal or any type of product, you can get, of course, lower and higher grades. This is a higher grade Chinese crystal. They do make really cheap crystal, and they do make more expensive, nice crystal. This is one of the more expensive, nicer crystals, and it's really pretty. It is a 16 by 9 millimeter, and it's kind of a sky blue. If you can see, let me take my finger away, and you can see it's a really pretty sky blue. And it has a little bail on it. I cut 100 bails down and put them on these because they didn't fit quite correctly. So I sat for hours and did this. However, I have in this box other bails, rhinestone bails, that you can use on here if you would like. And I will show you how to modify them if they do not fit. I have not tried them, but I will show you in tutorials how to modify them if you need to. So this is the first little item in the box. It's quite pretty. And right now the trend is smaller necklaces that lay right at the throat with a pretty little drop or something, and this is going to be perfect for that. And I will do a tutorial with it and all the beads. Then I wanted to add, like I said, longer strands of beads that we can actually bead weave with. Of course, you can string any of these. They can all be strung, and this way you don't have to have a lot of chain or anything. You can fill in your necklaces with beads instead of with a lot of linking or a lot of chain. However, it would work with those too, and there's nothing wrong with that. So we can do both, actually, just to have more options, more variety of what we can do. This is a 3x4 magic blue rondelle crystal, and it's a full strand, and it's an 18-inch strand. It's doubled, but it is an 18-inch strand, so there are a lot of beads on it. Let me get you very close so you can see how pretty they are. They're really pretty. I happen to really like this particular color in the electroplating. It's really pretty. And then I wanted to have a bunch of different types of focals. I wanted to make it all crystal, and this particular bead is a 7 by 22 millimeter magic blue leaf top drilled crystal. And these are really pretty. I want you to get really close so you can see how pretty they are. And they go really well with this magic blue here too as an accent. You can have other accent beads in these. Now these would string. They would also wire up individually really nicely. You could do a briolet wire wrap on it and make earrings or a focal. Or you can use all of them together to string in between, a bead in between, and make a focal that lays out like this. Or you can also put them together and have just maybe 3 or something like that. You can do a lot with these. I have already made a design with these, and I will show it to you towards the end of the video. I actually did a bead weaving design, but there are several things you can do with this, and you can have them as many focals or pairs of earrings, or make them into one focal. They are really pretty beads to work with. And like I said, there will be tutorials. what I like about having my own box is I can go to it anytime I want and pull out the beads. And these are beads that you can get too individually. And I will have some of them on my website, and Shirley will have some on her website. And her shop is budget. It's budgetbeads.shop now. She's changed that. And she'll have findings kits for you guys too. So you can get different colored findings if you'd like. You can get all kinds of different findings for this. So this one is a 20-inch strand of half blue light 4 by 8 millimeter bicone crystals. So again, we're staying with the sky blues. We will have some accent creams and stuff with it too. But this is a half blue light. So it's half clear crystal and half blue. Very pretty, the elongated type of bicone. Let me get you close. And I have some great ideas for this. So there will be, of course, tutorials. Lots of tutorials. So that's what that looks like. And it is a full strand. Very long strand actually, because it's doubled, and you can see how long this is. So it is a 20-inch strand actually. So then I put some beads in bags individually, but this is probably an 8-inch strand, and this is a 8 by 6 rondelle crystal, and it is half blue light. And this is more clear than blue. And these are really, really pretty. This kind of has like a little starburst effect. Really pretty. And there are 34 of these. So there are plenty to work with as an accent, as a bigger bead in some of our pieces. And they're really, really pretty beads. So then, let me just move these aside. We have got some 8 millimeter cube crystals. And this is a, let's see, half blue iris. So it's mostly clear, and it has a half blue effect. And don't worry, not everything in this box is blue. There are different shades of blue. It's all color coordinated so that you will see that there's enough accent with the metals and with the other beads that the blue really looks nice in the pieces. So there's 6 of these, and they are 8 millimeter. This would make a really pretty bracelet, and I have an idea for that. This is going to be quite pretty to work with. So we've got 6 8 millimeter bicone, or not bicones, cube crystals. And then we have got a bunch of clear 6 millimeter round. Now these, they're so interesting. This particular AB has like a yellow burst in the middle of it. And I have a big crystal focal that I bought too that has the same burst. So these will work really, really well. I was really surprised how the two of them go so well together, and they will make a really pretty necklace together. So you have, in this one, you have 45 crystals. So that is a 9-inch strand. And I know it doesn't look like as much when you put it in a bag or you lay it down, but these are basically all full strands of beads that you're getting. Some are really long strands, and some are just regular length, 9, 8, 9, 10 inches. But they are all a bunch of beads. And then we have, let's see, if you guys could only see what I went through to do all this. It's so funny. I'm going to show you a video at the end, some of the struggles that I went through. Or maybe I'll make another one, or I'll put pictures or something, but this has been quite the adventure. I am not a good shopper. I thought I was, but then I would get things and they would be all weird and the wrong stuff, and they would send me half of what I ordered. Oh my gosh, I spent nights just pulling out my hair trying to do this and agonized over this. So I really hope you guys like it. I really do. One 18-inch strand of 4mm round white opal AB crystals. This is a very long strand. So there's a lot of little crystals on here. They're really pretty. They have a really nice, shiny, faceted, opalized effect. They're really pretty. Then I wanted to put a little bit bigger bead in here too, because of the fact that we need something with a little bit darker contrast in the blues, and also if we're stringing we want a little bit bigger bead. So this is an 8mm round frosted blue glass, really pretty. And if you can see under the lights, I don't know if you can see, it reflects light through, really pretty. So these are really quite a pretty addition, and they will go really good with the crystals. See how pretty that looks together? Those look really nice. And then you put in a splash of white, then yeah, that looks really nice together. So I decided to put in a strand of these, and this is a nice long strand. It is, let's see, I wrote it down because I measured it. It is a 15-inch strand. And this is really hard, you guys, because I picked this stuff out and I put it together. It's hard for me to say, oh, I did a good job, or oh, this is great, or oh, that's really bad. But, you know, there are some things that I will be as honest as I can with you on all of these. Now, I decided that we would need a smaller contrasting bead too, and this is also a frosted blue, deep blue frosted glass 4mm strand, and it's also a nice long strand. It's a 14-inch. So there's quite a few beads on there. So you are getting a lot of beads with this. Then I wanted to put something a little bit dazzling in here. So I picked out a dazzling little strand of triangle crystal beads. This is a 14-inch strand of 4mm triangle beads, and these are so pretty. I love these, and I am going to definitely use these in the tutorials. I'm going to use them all, of course, but these are just really gorgeous. They make a really nice, if you're using beading chain, which you can get at Shirley's or my shop, and I'll show you how to use some beading chain with these two. They just look gorgeous on it. And this is a full strand, not just a few little in the bottom of a bag. It's a full strand, and these are really pretty, higher quality type of beads also. Then I also put in here some of the 4x4 cuboid crystals that I have used in my tutorials several times. Now on my Gina's Gem Creations tutorial, there's a sparkling tennis bracelet that I use these in. There is also on my beginners channel a couple of tutorials, necklace, a ring, and a tennis bracelet, the easiest tennis bracelet that I use these in, and everybody loves that tennis bracelet. With this strand, you can go to that tutorial with some seed beads and make 2 bracelets with your seed beads and this strand. This is a powder blue color, really, really pretty, great sparkle, nice quality, and a full strand of approximately 100 beads. So, and I think that tutorial actually calls for about 44 beads, I believe. So you can make 2 bracelets with this. And of course I will be doing other things with it with the box too. But there, like with the 3x4 rondelle crystals that I very first showed you, there are several tutorials that you can use this with that I've recently posted on the beginners channel. There's a bangle tutorial, there's several. So I can put links for those also so that you can find those if you want to use them for those tutorials that already exist, which is never a bad idea. And then I just put in some, let's see where we at. I put in some different type of nice quality beads. This is a cuboid also, but this is a, sorry guys, I'm trying. This is a 4x4x8 rectangular cuboid type crystal, and it's half white jade and half pearlized. It's really a very, very pretty bead. Let me get you close, and I made a bracelet with this already. Have the tutorial ready for you. This is really a very pretty bead, and I love it. And it goes fabulously with the blues that we've picked out. I'm sorry, my iPad is close to me, and those are people visiting my website. I apologize. And see, this goes all just beautifully together. So, and we also have some glass pearls that go well with it too. And you have 34 of the crystals. So this is like an 8-inch strand, and it is plenty. And I will have some of these posted. I don't have them yet posted, but I do own them, and I will be putting them on my website in different colors too. So if you like the tutorial I did with these, you can get more of those also. And that's what those look like. Then I decided with these blues that some pearls would be a nice filler. So I got some glass pearls in kind of a creamy tone. And I got them in both 4 and 6 millimeter. This one's a little bit more buttery than that one, but they're both very pretty and nice luster. And they work really well for bead weaving projects and for filler type beads. So I decided to add a couple of strands in there, and they are full strands. The 4 millimeter, I believe, is a 16-inch strand, or maybe even 18-inch, and it's a 16-inch. And the 6 millimeter is a 17-inch strand, so it's even longer. So there's quite a few that you can use, you know, even in stringing. All of this works for stringing, but it's difficult. Some things that work for, everything works for stringing, but not everything works for bead weaving. And that was always my issue with the boxes, is there was never enough stuff to actually do a whole project. So with this one, with long strands and many long strands and the tutorials, it's going to be a little bit easier to make some projects, I think. Now, I could be wrong. Now, you guys are going to laugh at me. You're going to think I lost my mind, and I kind of did. I don't know what was up with this, but I bought it, and it is pretty, so I decided to go ahead and put it in the box. But look at this. This is huge. It's like 59 millimeters long, and I don't even know, like 29 millimeters across. I mean, maybe even bigger. Let's see if I can find my notes on it. Let's see. It is 59 by 29, or 50 by 29. It's a huge, it almost looks like a chandelier component. I wanted to get a really pretty clear crystal to put a really pretty bail on it, and I do have other bails that you can put on this than this one, but I wanted to have a bail available if you just wanted to use it like I am going to for a purse charm or something like that. But if you like really big, bold stuff, you might do that too. Or they make beautiful sun catchers. If you like to have a really big, huge focal and you want to wire wrap around it and do some curves around it, this will work out beautifully. It is a nice, high-quality crystal. It's huge, though. And when I took it out of the package, I about fell over, and I wasn't going to include it. And then I thought, you know, I can make purse charms out of this. I can do a slip ring. I can do for a keychain, or a split ring, I mean, or we can do a sun catcher. We can do several things with this. So it's not totally, you know, not something that we can do. And it was not a real cheap crystal. It's a pretty crystal. And I also ordered a big swivel clasp so that we can make some tutorials to make a purse charm out of this. And I will show you, I will make that right away and show you how to do that. And I did make one and it turned out quite pretty. So, and it's still hanging on my purse. I just love it. So I went ahead and included it. Like I said, you can do lots of things with this. It can be a sun catcher. It can be lots of things. It can be a pendant if you want it to be. It's up to you. So, and I've also included, of course, the swivel clasp for that. Then I ordered another really big pendant. This is a really pretty shape. And it has like a sunburst effect in it. It's gorgeous. Under the lights, let me turn my lights off real quick. Under the lights, it's really very yellow. But when I turn off my lights, boy, that got dark, it's pretty clear. So it has a really cool effect in this center. And because this was my summer sparkle box, I thought with the sunburst effect in the middle, it was really pretty. And like I said, these clear crystals have the same effect. They're a little bit not quite as apparent or obvious, I guess I would say, but they still have the same effect as this does. So this is going to make a really pretty pendant. Now, I left the bail off, but like I said, I included a couple of bails so you can change out whatever you would like. You can put these on and I will show you how. And I have two of them. I have one that looks like this. It's quite pretty. It's just a nice little curvy look, and it's a pinch bail, so we just open it up and pinch it on. And then I also have this rhinestone one, and this one actually works a little bit better on this pendant. This would work better on the smaller pendant or on this one. It doesn't have a lot of room in the top if you put this one on. This one does. So what I mean is when you put it on, the way that this is drilled, the crystal takes up a lot of room in the pinch bail. This one works better because it leaves some room for you to string. This one has very little room, but it works really well on beading chain. So I included them both instead of just putting one on and keeping it that way. I wanted you to have a choice. So both of those are really pretty, really nice pinch bails, and this is a really nice quality, pretty pendant. It's really long. It's a statement piece, and it's really turns out pretty when you string it or put it on beading chain. And I will do some tutorials with it. It is really, I really like it. Excuse me. Summertime allergies. So then I included just some cute little components, some little metal beads to sprinkle through so we could do some stringing. And I got some little butterfly elements to put into this box. So I got some enameled links, which have the blue splash, and then I have the white, which has kind of an iris effect, an AB effect on it. And these are beads, and of course these are links. With these butterfly links, 3 of them are straight, and 3 of them are diagonal, like this. The links, the way that they put the links on it. So this would make a really pretty necklace, an asymmetrical necklace, putting them together this way, and then a dangle here, and then some beads on this side. And I think I'm going to do that as a tutorial. I think it's really pretty. And then these would be really nice, even with these in between, just as a bracelet. And we will do a bunch of stuff with them. I'll get really creative with them and see what we can do with them. Or you can just use them as elements in strung necklaces. There's lots of options. But I thought they were really pretty, add a little bit of whimsy to the box. And so that's what that is. Also with these, you could put a wire through them, and you can use them with these bail beads. Now these bail findings, they have a little link on the bottom, and they're rather wide, but you can put like a 6mm bead on either side and use this as a bail. You could wire wrap this and connect it to it. You could make that as part of a bracelet, or you could make that as a focal for a necklace, and you could put almost anything on these, and there are 10 of these. So we will be using those also to do some stringing and some projects that way. So we will be doing both, and I will try to show most of the things both ways, either weaving or stringing, if the beads work for both. For these, of course, I'll probably just do stringing because that's basically what works best. So we'll be doing that. And then we have some little metal spacer beads. These are 4mm candy wrapper style spacer beads, and there's 50 of them, and that will help kind of throw in some silver in with all the blues and the whites and the creams and make a really pretty spacer. So we have those, and then we have some filigree flower links that I thought would be really pretty. I tried to stay with the flower, butterfly, blue sky, sunlight type of theme here. So these are 4 links that will go really nicely with our butterfly links. Also, we can make either a necklace with them as a focal with a drop, or we can make a bracelet. There's several things we can do with these, and they're rather large, so when you put something in between, you do not really need more than 4. So it'll work out really nice, and we will do some tutorials with the different links. Also, speaking of links, we have these nice scrolled links, and I believe there are 15 in this package. So you can use these, because I did not add chain this time, which I will next time. That was another disaster I had. Ordering this box, my chain came really tiny fine chain. So the links will help us if we want to make, even towards the back of the necklace, the front of the necklace, we can do all kinds of things with these links. And we can put beads in between, we can hook them together, which is jump rings. We can do lots of stuff with these. So these will help us, and there are plenty in here to make a nice big project with. We don't have to be scrimpy on that. So we have that as far as links go. And then we have some flower metal beads, and there are 10 of these, and I thought these would, I just sprinkle them in. There's not a ton of them. I didn't have a huge package of them, but I like the way they look, and I wanted us to be able to have them as a little dangle for maybe even our keychains or purse charms that we make, whatever we decide we want. And of course we can use them in a bracelet between the links or whatever. These will work really well, and they stay with our summertime theme. They're nice beads, they're double-sided of course, and they will be a nice accent to all of our blues and creams that we have and clears in this package. I also added some metal beads that are tubes, and they have a little bit larger hole, so we can do some wire working with these. We can get a wire actually through this and use these as a connector. We can do lots of things. I have a tutorial that this would work really good with already on my beginners channel, and when I use these I will link that tutorial to it. It's a wired tutorial that you can use to hold the wires together with this, and it's a necklace, and it's really pretty. And of course that was rather vague description, but I will link all that. I just don't want to bore you guys to death. If you've stayed along this long, I don't want to bore you any more than you've already been. So then we have some more metal accent beads. These are little hearts, and I think they're just adorable. They have a little bit of scrolling on the side here, and I think that they're really cute. They're nice heavy little beads. They'll make pretty earrings or an accent in stringing a necklace or linking between links. These will be a really nice addition to the color scheme we have going on. And then we have some bead caps. Now, I didn't count these, I weighed these, and there's 5 grams, and it's approximately 50 beads, probably more than that, but approximately 50 bead caps on these. These are little flower bead caps, smooth, this, and all of our findings are platinum tone. These are a little bit brighter platinum, but they are platinum tone. I thought at first they were bright silver, but they are not. They are actually the platinum tone. and there's plenty of those to help decorate up some of our stringing projects, and they will also help put a pop of brightness to the pieces. So we have a bunch of those to work with. And then we're getting close to the end, guys. Hang in there. Then we have some large links. I put 5 links on here so that we could make a focal width necklace and dangle things from it, or we can do some brick stitch with these. Because they have the black, or not the black, but because they have the grooves in it, we could use smoke fireline and do some brick stitching around this and make really pretty earrings or a focal for a necklace. So we can do bead weaving with this, and we can also use them with jump rings and connect them together. And speaking of jump rings, I did include 4 grams in one bag and 3 grams in the other bag. This is a smaller jump ring. It's about a 5 millimeter, and this one is about a 7 millimeter. So we have 2 jump rings to work with. These are already open, and they are the platinum tone, and so they will match with everything. You can close these up, of course, as you're working with them. They came open, so they're kind of boggled up together, but there are quite a few in there to work with. And with this one too, they're just kind of clinging together because they are open jump rings. And that is number 34. I like that. So 34 items. I missed 2. So I have put in this box 3 textured toggle clasps and 2 lobster claw clasps also, so that we have some findings to close our pieces with. And then I also have put in 5 sets of fishhook ear wires, and they're just your basic fishhook ear wire, and that's what that looks like. So you do have findings. You have jump rings, you have ear wires, you have clasps, and we have 34 items in this box. Like I said, it is $25, and let me know what you think about that price, what you think about the content, what you would like to see, what you wish boxes had, because I can customize these to what we actually want. For me, with this first one, like I said, it was a learning experience, to say the least. Trying to order and trying to get things that match, and trying to get things actually sent to me that I ordered. And then when I very first started ordering, there was not any shipping available for the first month. China was not shipping anything out, and of course you do get a lot of your beads from China, whether you know that or not. Most all of them are made there. And we will, but next time I will have easier access to shipping, and I can put more unique components. I have some really pretty gemstone things that I want to do, and we'll just do different themes. Just let me know what you want, and I will customize this to make everybody as happy as I can. And we'll just make a bunch of tutorials with them and just have fun with them. I hope you enjoyed this. A few tutorials will be coming, and I promise to show you what I've already made. And here's a few pieces that I've already made, and I've made the tutorials for, and they will be posted really soon. This necklace is a combination of bead weaving and stringing, and this bracelet is bead weaving. Let me get you close so you can see the units. It's really pretty, and I will make another tutorial with these components that is not bead weaving. It looks kind of strange the way it lays here, but when you put it on the neck, it lays perfectly, and it's really, really pretty. And this one, this is really pretty, and I've made a clasp with the beads themselves with it. And of course, you can put a toggle or something else on if you want. And then I've made a pair of matching earrings here. And I think these are really pretty. So, like I said, when you watch these tutorials, these beads I will have available on the website too. So if you don't want to purchase the entire box, you just want to do the video, you can do that too. So anyway, that's coming up, and there will be a lot more too. So stay tuned, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.